graveyard made by Britishers for their soldiers to sacrifice their lives in 1944 Imphal War. Now we need to understand what is written in this entire thing, that the Imphal War took place between British and Japanese. Japanese want to capture Indian land, our motherland, and they are the person who actually fought against the Japanese and win the battle. But the history actually is different. It's not Japanese, actually it's INA, Indian National Army, under the leadership of Raspberry Bose and then Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose later on. INA was formed and they had a negotiation with Japanese. During that negotiation process, they helped us, Japanese helped us, Germans helped us, and the agreement is like that. They will help us to liberate India from the British. And in 1944, Kohima and Imphal, these two places had been captured by INA with the help of Japanese soldiers. And this in the battle, and it was a tough battle. In the battle of Kohima, in the battle of Imphal, many soldiers had sacrificed their lives from both the sides, from the sides of INA and Japanese, and from sides of the British Commonwealth countries. And this entire graveyard is basically built by Britishers, and this entire graveyard is evidence all the graveyards in the name of Britishers. Like all the names what I discovered, if you can focus on those names, small names, then all are Britishers. Now the big question is that here all the armies, all the soldiers who fought in the Imphal battle are all Britishers. 1942-44 Imphal and Kohima battle? No, the answer is no, because out of total Commonwealth country soldiers, 2/3 are Indians and 1/3 are Britishers, Australians and all. But in this graveyard, probably 1600 graveyards are there. What I come across, all the names are foreign names like Britishers or maybe Australians. So again, Indians are missing, even though few Indians who sacrificed their lives during the war of Kohima and Nagaland and Imphal. Their names is not there. They are unsung heroes even for Britishers. On the contrary, during that war, Kohima and Mizoram Imphal war, how many soldiers sacrificed, how many INA soldiers and Japanese sacrificed? Point is another thing. What is their purpose? What is their intention? Their intention, the INA's intention to liberate our country from Britishers. And what are the intention of the Britishers? Their intention to occupy our country as long as possible. So these are more intentions. These are the difference of intentions. And what is the casualties during that World War? During that war, Britishers almost 16,500 approx. Wounded, died during the war, and out of 1600, these are the graveyards of 1600 odd people who are there. And what about the others? The others, about the INA side. In the INA side, there are about 50,000 people, odd people are there, who are wounded, who are sacrificed their life for the motherland. That includes Indian Army, that includes Japanese Army as well. But anyways, because we had lost the battle due to lack of ammunition, due to lack of foods, we had to even if we had captured Kohima and Imphal for 2 days, still we had to retreat. As a result of that, whoever those soldiers who sacrificed their life for our motherland, their graveyards is not, you couldn't find. And now the big question is that what is their graveyards, or rather whatever the last thing. maybe in some jungles that their last rites were completed, and in the history their names are still unknown. Those brave soldiers who actually sacrifice their lives for the country, for the India, that is unknown to us. These are the soldiers. I'm not demeaning their sacrifices, but again, sacrifices for their respective countries in land or their respective cause. They sacrifice their lives. But again, in this free country, I just request government, or maybe I just hope that even some INA soldiers' body, graveyards, or something else should be preserved like this way, so that you can give tribute to them in our life. Thanks.